Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting session of Platinum Watch. I am your ever-present Dungeon Master Walkman EXE, and joining me as always are my ever-present role players. Currently we are missing a Zodiac Zack. He is unfortunately unable to make it, as he has many plans that he must undergo for preparations of Mirage. But going down the line of the people that are present, first and foremost we have Vexital24 playing Yuzuperic.
We're all gonna die.
Ribbeast13 playing Gallus Morgulus.
Hello! I stealthed so hard!
Stormstage13 playing Merrick Gilder.
I'm a werewolf.
And the Hawkabridge playing Talasun.
She likes dogs. I don't know. I'm bad at day. I watched Jupiter Ascending again yesterday.
All right. So moving down the line, we're doing a few things differently today because there are two new features that I want to kind of implement, and the first of which is going to be player recap. So it's basically my way of like seeing what y'all are paying attention to, what strikes y'all as most memorable, and allows me to kind of keep track of like what y'all like, what y'all don't like, blah blah blah. And my way of rewarding you all to make sure that you all are doing this of the goodness of your hearts, but also through bribery, is that I'm handing out a point of inspiration, which is basically advantage, that can be used at any point during the game. So without further ado, who would like to give the recap?
Take a swing at it.
All right, Red, take us away.
Alright, so when last our tale was told was just on the brink of another recap. Resets. The party reunited with the scouts, and from there we decided to split up and meet up with the individual, for lack of a better term, crime lords in charge of essentially gather intel from these individuals. Merrick and Gallus went to one location, while Tala and Yuza went to the circus. Together, the information we pulled together essentially told us that the reset occurs whenever a certain action is fulfilled. In this situation, it is the death of the Raven Queen, which triggers the reset.
Yep.
We know that
Probably
this
got
was...
a one-on-one conversation with that one.
Yeah, we also determined that this ritual was put into place by several ritual sites, that if we were going to stop this from happening, all of those ritual sites, I believe those 4 ritual sites, all need to be destroyed before a reset happens. Once a reset happens, they come back.
Additionally, just to chime in, I believe we uncovered that the constant loop was not an intended side effect, but rather a glitch. It's likely that this figure, as far as we are aware, that is trying to kill the Raven Queen, possibly, or some party associated with them, didn't understand the full scope of their deed, and it might be causing, and the spell now has raveled out of their control.
And we met one of the people responsible for such things. Gith Wizard, who user recognized as the Transmutation Principal. He
Kilcius Pavus, right?
I don't have his name on me.
That is correct, Snorm.
Oh, so I'm
That's
glad.
good.
Yeah. So he reached out to the group. We all went, and basically his opening pitch is that he wants to stop the mods well, and he believes that this is the only way to do it. And that's sort of where we left off.
Okay, excellent job, Red. You get a point of inspiration. A couple of housekeeping notes. First off, it was not confirmed that the event that triggered it was the death of the Raven Queen. You just know that the Raven Queen is involved in some capacity with whatever causes the reset.
Thank you.
It's whenever the
Secondly-
Raven Queen sneezes.
Secondly, how dare you leave out that you went and got the scouts, but you didn't get Gabe? You son of a bitch!
I don't deserve that inspiration. I left out Gabe.
He's part of the squad now.
That's right.
Also, we set up a base of operations on the. Well, you can see it right there on the map as a bit of a next time shit resets. Beeline it over there.
Yeah. Just to double check my notes, Tala was originally on the way to the Raven Queen's church to try and get a more of a one-on-one with the Raven Queen, but then you guys are meeting with the gifts, so she double back in is above the gazebo that Merrick's under, right?
Yes. So another housekeeping. Yeah.
Help.
You all were at a shrine of the Raven Queen to try and commune with her directly, because again, her palace is full of like fucking deadly traps, and you weren't sure if you'd be able to navigate it. So you were trying to commune with her at a shrine.
Yeah, I haven't been to the
via
shrine
like
yet.
a two-way. Well, you arrived at the shrine, but the second you got there, before you could even start communing, you got an update from Merrick, basically like, "Hey, we're gonna meet this Gith, blah blah blah," and then you just like, "Hey, that guy's dangerous. We need to go."
Yeah.
We just need to prepare fine traps. We'll be fine.
Oh, we also met Tala's new and Yuza's new Obelix friend.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
troll.
And the vampire individual James Hargrove, the Scarlet
Yep.
King.
Who proceeded to brutally destroy his compatriot who did not remember us.
Oh yeah, that was
To be
For
fair,
a crime that he did not recall.
he deserved
in a
it.
past life,
Yeah.
technically.
We did have a list of 3 people who could pull off the loop based on the intel we gathered from the Obelix. The Scarlet King, aka James, which we're like, yeah, probably not. The Raven Queen herself, and Olamont. who's
Oh yeah,
High Speaker.
High Speaker Olamund.
Yeah,
The Scarlet
may have been engaged to Lady Orstein of the Black Rose brothel.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, and apparently, Modric Shadro, the former king of High Rock, calls Merrick his rival nemesis.
His arch nemesis.
I love that
It's like-
so much.
Walker, what was the Obelix's name? I never got.
They
The-
never gave a name. They just called themselves the Troll, which was their
Okay.
handle.
So I
Yeah.
had the troll guy in my notes. Like, okay, the name is the troll.
Yeah, they do not give their name. That is one thing. Like, James has no problem giving his name because it has no power to anyone who doesn't understand it.
But someone could potentially control him somehow.
Yeah, because Oblex are psionic oozes. Their names give you like a way into their mind.
Yeah, I don't think Tala knows in game that it's an Obelix.
They explained it. They said that they were an Oblex.
Okay, they did. Okay.
Whether or not you know what that is another thing entirely. But they have openly said, "I'm an Obelix." They were like, I'm an Obelix. Yeah, it's not a big surprise.
I think I rolled to see what that was. I can't remember.
Yeah, you roll. Oh, yeah. Your Arcana was not great on that one.
I think Tala had like a general idea from her Arcana roll, but not great.
You were like, "This is a mind ooze," but outside of that, you're like, "I don't know what that means." Anyway, so yeah, you all are at the Gabe Gazebo. Red, go ahead and take a point of inspiration. And Kilcius Pavus is kind of like looking over Merrick and Gallus to like gauge their reactions to him saying, "I want to kill them all."
Gallus was stealth. He had rolled a 30 for stealth.
Yeah, Merrick's the only
Right,
one.
so-
got
my
a
bad.
nat 20 on her stealth.
Right. So
And
Yuza's the only one that did bad.
Yeah, I could portent, but it would only bring it up to like a 14.
So yeah, he's just kind of like eyeing Merrick for a response.
Well, you want to kill the Ma by killing the Raven Queen, in a sense.
It is a necessary evil in order to end a far greater threat. Yes. Again, not
What
a
do you
decision
know?
that was reached lightly.
What do you know of the notes of Logan Muir?
Ah, Logan. An associate and a peer with little equal. His mind was keen, although his practical knowledge was virtually abysmal. He was good at theories, but outside of that... Someone's chair is squeaking a lot.
Yeah, sorry, that's me. I'm trying to grab my 20-sided die off the floor.
Oh, you're all good. He's like, very good at theories, but outside of that, not exceptional in the fields of putting things into practice. I have others to do this for me.
Mary sort of leans up against one of the pillars of the gazebo. So, what does killing the Raven Queen accomplish exactly? There are consequences to killing a god. Someone like you should understand that.
He rolls his eyes at consequences and says, you've been reading too much of the book. Consequences, not really. There are effects to killing a god. There are not consequences. You see, to even snuff out a singular mortal life has an effect. There is a transubstantiated flow of energy that all living things give off, and when that is snuffed out, the energy relocates to another location. It just moves and traverses. With a divine presence, that is much harder. There are dispersions of energy that are large in magnitude that can have effects on their surrounding area, or it could affect a very specific spot of wherever their consciousness is directed at the moment of death. For example, there was once a god of the tide who despised a city so that on the moment of his death, when he no longer had worshippers and followers that believed in him, a great tidal wave sank a city into the sea itself and buried it beneath the waves.
And Atlantis.
In another instance, there were situations where great columns of light or flame erupted from the earth when gods died and they could only think of a place of worship or a vista that they had visited once, and so the landscape was shaped or scarred in such a way that it could no longer be recovered. Do they have effects? Indeed, but consequences... that is an arbitrary way to view things.
You do realize I saved Pelor from a very similar fate that you're proposing to the Raven Queen.
I am aware, yes. And if your Pelor had died, more than likely what would have happened is, depending on where his thoughts were directed at the time of death, he could have blessed his solarium with an ethereal light that would pervade, motes that would float for aeons before extinguishing. He could have snuffed out entire stars with his death, or he could have filled the realm of Malbolge of the Nine Hells with so much light that it would have blinded Mammon to the extent that he would never be able to see or count his money again. There are many a consequence that... Sorry, that was me, the walker, slipping up. There are many an effect that could have occurred from this, but we will never know, because you intervened and made sure that his fate was not untimely.
Well, let me just say that I admire your dedication to stopping the Maw, but I believe it might be a little, shall we say, misplaced. There are individuals in Eclipse that wish to release the Maw. Some undoubtedly believe they can direct it, others anarchists.
No.
Really? I was under the impression that one...
No. Is your knowledge of your enemy so frightfully pedestrian?
Interesting way of asking for help, but to get to
I'm
the
not
point
asking
that I
for your
was-
help. I'm telling you to stop your actions and leave.
Well, you beat me to the punch. I was actually about to tell you the actual way to kill the Maw.
By all
Its
means, if
siblings.
you have knowledge, share.
The Maw has siblings. siblings who are willing to help meet with these ancient primordials and gather their assistance. The way you're going about it won't defeat the Maw.
By these siblings, do you refer to the Lady, the Chasm, the Nomad, the Muse, the Alchemist, these individuals?
Aye.
I've spoken with some, yes.
And?
They are not powerful enough.
So you believe you are wiser than these ancient primordials?
Oh no, I believe that I am not wiser, but smarter. You see, they are content to wait out this apocalypse, to see it as they always have, a nuisance. Some of them are willing to unite, but the vast majority are not. Only united as a whole would they stand a chance against the Maw at its current level of power. And this I do not see happening. And even then it would be by a slim margin. Many of them would die without mortal assistance.
A
So-
mage with an ego, that's something you don't see every day.
You call it an ego. I prefer to think of it as analytical analysis. I have studied... Let me... How much do you know of me? Truly, outside of your base assumptions and your snap judgments of my persona based off of our, 2 minutes of conversation at this point?
Nothing. I don't know anything about you.
Well then, let me spill my life story, as it were, in the brief, short version. Before I
means.
was apprenticed to Intivar Wintris, the brightest mind, I feel, of your generation, I had already lived thousands of years on the astral plane. I had vast knowledge of theoretical casting as well as vast psionic magics. The one thing I didn't have was practical experience. So I sought out the smartest of your existing mortals and found Intivar Wintris and apprenticed myself to them for a period of time that I might understand the practicalities of magic. Once I had mastered this, I moved on to better things. And I began applying my theories to the world around me that I now saw in a wider scope. And upon realizing this, I realized that the greatest threat to our existence across all planes was the Maw. And so I began traveling and researching and beseeching entities to stand against this threat. And do you know what I found in the vastness of this space?
What?
Self-interest. You see, the only thing I've found in all of my research is this self-preservation instinct that creatures seem to have that defines that so long as they ride it out, everyone else can go to hell. In my experience, the amount of you that are selfless, truly and wholly, are the minority, whereas the rest of you are all concerned with what could benefit you. I myself am no different, but I am truly trying to stop a calamity. Problem is that no one wishes to aid me in my endeavor. Even those that I claim to work with are beset against me. I don't feel like withholding information from you because honestly, I am intrigued to see what you will do given information, and I am curious if you can find alternative solutions that I have not foreseen. So I will pitch you this. Eclipse is divided amidst 3 factions of the greater whole. There are those that are just there for a sense of community and camaraderie, those who wish to belong, the gang mentality, if you will. Then there are those who wish for world domination, to rule and lord over those who have spat and shunned them, those who seek to submit those in power beneath their thumb and watch them squirm like the worms they are. And lastly, there's the faction that knows Eclipse's true objective, what it was formed for, and what it seeks to do. I am of the latter faction.
And what is the true objective?
To free the Maw, and all the chaos that comes with it. Amidst this faction, there are divided two sub-factions, one which could be considered the majority, and one that is the minority. Those who know of the Maw and seek to release it and set it free and let it care about its whims. They don't seek to control it, Merrick. They seek to let it end everything. It is a nihilistic viewpoint that seeks to watch the world be swallowed whole. And then the other faction is like myself. Those who know what is coming and seek to stop it. But we must hide our true ambitions very closely. I merely discuss with you because your outward objective is my inward objective.
What Eclipse agents are with you then?
I have 5 underlings who are of no importance, and then I have 2 of the Council of 10 for the continent of Volta. I have the Black Sheep, Marduk Shadro, and the Crow, Beralt Renalia.
Right, we already have those names.
I was not sure if you were aware, but I'll give you this for free. Beralt is a vampire.
Oh, we sort of deduced that.
Fair enough.
I ask you to reconsider again. You are clearly an intellectual figure, but I believe your assumptions of killing the Raven Queen to achieve your end are misplaced. They'll be better served with the Inquisition.
And what promises of safety and security could your Inquisition promise me?
All I can promise is a place at the keep. I'm sure you are confident that Eclipse would find a way in to dispose of you if they felt inclined.
And Vex, to answer your question, I would have assumed that you all would have arrived at the same time. However, if you would like, I would say that there would be a 15-minute delay between when Merrick started talking with the principal and when you would arrive. So you would probably arrive at the tail end of their conversation about the Maw, like when Merrick's making his offer.
Can Gallus Cav roll a insight check?
On what part of his statements?
I want to see if mostly I want to judge his posture, see if he's perhaps reaching for any, like, I want to see what his hands in particular are. I want to see if they are perhaps reaching for anything that could be hidden, or if he's holding anything that could be suspicious to me.
Don't even have to roll insight. Your passive would meet this. His hands are behind his back. He has them clasped.
Okay.
Also, from Tala's position above the gazebo, is there any sign of anyone in the area? Like anyone stalking the group?
Just the usual. So, okay. Gabe didn't arrive at the Gabe Gazebo because y'all broke his mental enchantment, so he is aware of what's going on. He met at the base.
Can Merrick roll an insight on, like, I just want to detect how earnest he believes, like, does he actually believe he wants to stop them all? Does he believe this is the best way, etc.?
Yeah, go for it.
Like, okay. 22.
100%.
14. Okay. So he's not trying to bullshit us.
Nope. He doesn't see the point in it.
Let me ask you this. How does killing the Raven Queen stop the Maw? You mentioned relocating divine energy. Do you intend to capture this energy?
Yes. I'm sure you are familiar with the power that is held within an instance of death.
Yes.
I intend to trap the essence of a god of death within a moment of death, essentially creating a paradoxical fragment, and hopefully it will become as toxic to reality as a poison would within a visceral system such as a body. And once the maw makes itself known, I shall, using this and many other items that I intend to gather, I will create essentially a divine toxin that will kill the maw completely.
Does it have to be the Raven Queen? Why not go after someone like Ball?
A goddess of death and a god of murder are two separate things. For
I mean, we have to ball at some point anyway.
That's what I'm going for.
A goddess of death is the personification and ideal of ferrying a soul onward. It is the principle and persona of the dead, of dying, of death. Whereas murder is the practice of taking a life. If I were to trap that in an instance, it would essentially be like a dagger in the back to the maw. A wound, but not a fatality. Do you understand?
I think I follow.
It would deal a great blow indeed, but the maw would recover with time. Would it falter in its objective and retreat, perhaps, but then I would have to worry about it coming back, and how long that would be, and would I be alive at this point, and if so, how would I confront it? I know for certainty when the maw should be arriving, and I know...
You do?
within a 85% margin of error.
Would you be willing to share that information?
That depends entirely on you. Are you intent to delay my plans?
No. I'm intent to stop your plans of killing the Raven Queen. But I don't see why that needs to make us enemies.
He's gonna roll an insight on you. Where did I leave his character sheet? There it is.
To
30 now.
clarify, I said that I intend to stop his plans of killing the Raven Queen, but I don't see how that necessarily makes us enemies. We can still find a way to be allies, even if we have different theses.
Cool. He rolled an 18.
Merrick was not trying to bullshit. He believes, like, yeah, I'm still going to try to stop you, bro, but I don't want you to kill the Raven Queen. I'm going to stop you, but I don't intend to kill you.
He nods in acknowledgement of what you've said and just goes, interesting. He kind of strides a bit about the square, then stops and goes, given the ritual I intend to prepare, this item is necessary. If you intend to stop me, then you are in direct opposition of my plan. It doesn't make us enemies, but it makes you a nuisance. And I can't quite have that.
Maybe I would like to quickly see if there's anyone else.
One last time. Are you going to leave?
Can I do a quick perception check to see if I see anyone hiding?
Yeah, go for it.
We can't even leave if we wanted to.
Got us do that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, my perception. Okay, so with my +3, that's a 5.
Yo, bro, it's crazy, but this bazaar is bustling, so you're not really sure.
Hey, you don't even see user.
30 for Avok.
Yeah, you really don't.
Avok rolled
Gallus, dude.
Gallus rolled a 30. Wow, I'm sorry. We were just talking about Avok.
Man,
for this session.
I'm doing it to you now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. With a 33...
Avok is actually just one of Gallus' spirits.
That would be funny.
That's... Ah, damn it. Now it's been revealed. His ancestral guardian...
No! Oh, his level barbarian makes
Oh no,
sense
quick,
now.
put a spoiler warning up on the screen.
Anyway. Yeah, no, you see Yuza perched up on the thing. You see Tala hiding up there. You see the vampires clearly hanging out, waiting to see how this is going to go down, because they were going to approach and, like, try and drain y'all of blood, but something in this area has given them pause, and they are waiting to see how this plays out.
No, we won't be leaving. We couldn't, even if we wanted to.
You could. You would just tell me that you wish to leave.
You could get us out of here.
I could.
How?
I send you out.
That easy. Snap of your fingers. You have a spell to get us out.
Do you want to test it?
Is it an item or a spell?
He holds up his fingers in a snapping position.
Understood. Then in that case, no thank you.
Well, it is indeed quite a shame then. Really wished I could have avoided this.
Oh shit.
He looks immediately to use his direction. Die.
Oh shit!
and-
Your power word killing me.
And uses dead.
Can Gallus do something?
Counter spell.
You can certainly roll for it.
Can Gallus do something as soon as he hears him say that?
Sure.
As soon as he's done saying that, the entire area around him goes quiet. I am casting silence.
Okay.
What happens first?
Gallus wouldn't have no cue to do it before, so he would do it after, unfortunately.
Yeah, so roll your counterspell, Yuza.
Okay, use having a vague idea of what this guy can do. It was not fucking around and just instinctively did it at the highest level. So I know it's a 9th level spell, but in a panic she burned her 7th level.
Gotcha.
Okay, so come on D20, don't fail me now.
I'd guarantee you if I can, but he just touch. And Milk's couldn't like flabbergasted by that.
And just to clarify, it's just what you roll is just that's it, right? Because it's not like a specific saving throw like wisdom, intelligence, etc.
It's an intelligence check.
Okay, so it's a check, so you don't add your proficiency.
Right.
Okay.
With my intelligence? Oh shit, that's an 18.
Uses dead.
It was 1 off!
Aww.
And how far would I be from them right now? From the individual from this Geth?
You are roughly 20 feet from them.
Okay, as soon as I cast silence.
Oh wait, I can't. Oh wait, I couldn't have burned my 7th level because I used it to plane shift before we came in here, which never resets.
Not
So
unless you get a long rest, so you would have had to burn a 6th level.
Yeah, so I have to burn 6 levels.
You're still dead.
I know. I'm just making sure because I'm sure I'm coming back at some point.
Mira calls out at Tala like, "Do you have a Vivify?"
Well, I think you're in the zone of my silence.
Oh
does
yeah,
raise-
I probably
raise
am. Yeah, Mira.
Yeah, you technically you, Gallus, and the Gith are within the range of your silence.
And as soon as I cast, Gallus is going to run in and attempt to grapple him.
Okay, he's gonna burn his reaction. You see his mouth move. You don't know what he says. Make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
It doesn't require verbal components. Oh shit.
I just want to check something about silence when it comes to this situation.
Sure.
If it required a verbal component, he wouldn't be able to do it.
No sound.
Then
can
again,
be
this is
made-
also a principle with a fucking
True.
Philosopher's Stone.
Oh fuck yeah, he could subtle spell or some shit.
Creatures within the spell effect.
Well,
effect
no, that's a specific me thing because of how I was made.
Gotcha.
Creatures within the sphere are effectively deafened, cannot cast spells with a verbal component, and are immune to thunder damage. This does not play effect into that.
This is not a spell.
Okay, that's fair.
He's just cursing at you.
Yeah.
He's gonna give the bird.
Christmas save?
Yep, charisma saving throw.
I'm supposing Death Ward's too late for user.
Yep.
That's a 20.
Kidding.
All right.
I don't even think it would matter for this because I'm pretty sure Power Word Kill doesn't say you go to 0 hit points. You just die.
Merrick, you watch as Gallus chants a small thing under their breath, and a zone of silence immediately deafens the area around you. You can't hear the people in the marketplace. You can't hear the principal as he mouths what he says. You can't hear Gallus's footsteps as they tread across the cobblestone. All you see is brilliant golden energy flash across Gallus for a second, and they are frozen in place.
Oh, dang it!
Shit.
I got 17 on that. Dang it!
I presume I fall off whatever roof I was on.
Yeah, you just kind of tumble off. You just boom, 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 boom.
Oh no, the death saving. Wait.
Does that mean no, you're not dead, so silence doesn't drop.
No, it doesn't. So you just see Yuza's body tumble, but there's just no sound.
So,
And it just kind of thumps to the cobblestone.
I had some mic issues. I was trying to say Kala's going to crash through the basically Tala's going to dive through the top of the gazebo and smite the fuck out of this guy.
Okay, you can attempt to do that on your turn.
Okay, I didn't know we had a turn order.
Yeah.
We do now.
Well,
Oh,
I was trying to say this at the same time as Red was doing his stuff, but my mic was messing up. I had to reconnect. All right.
So
whatever.
you would have been doing this the same time that Red was doing his thing?
Yeah, when he was attempting.
So you would have broken stealth, correct?
Yeah, I'm flying directly above the thing, so.
Charisma saving throw.
He can target more than. Oh, dang.
It's a ward. Oh shit. Yeah, you guys are basically fighting a demigod right now.
Walker, question.
You're welcome. Let's see.
We're gonna wait till Hawk rolls his thing, and then you can have your question.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
just double checking one of my ward things.
So Walker, what's death like?
So Yuza just like, I assume that death for Yuza is just a place where they could continue study.
Oh, it's personalized? Okay.
I mean, it's not like heaven, because I don't think Yuza believed in any god.
23.
Wait,
Wait, sorry, save. Sorry, that's a 28.
Fuck. How the hell?
Paladins, mate. They're basically clerics. They're basically charisma clerics.
Okay, so you said it was a 28?
Yes.
Sorry, I had to check my list for a second.
Check the DC.
No, not even check the DC. I had to check the list. A list of DCs.
Oh fuck.
You get your action this turn. You will not be able to smite though. You'll be able to hit him, but you won't be able to smite.
Interesting.
Is it because of the silence I can't smite?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Did he anti-magic?
Don't worry about it.
If there's anti-magic in there, then science wouldn't be able to affect it.
Correct?
Yeah.
Maybe he's not silenced.
Alright, I guess I'll do 2 attacks on him then.
All right.
If
Question:
it's-
Can I tell if my auras are working around him?
I will get to that in a second because I remember that Red had a question a moment ago, or sorry, either Red or Storm had a question a second
it
ago.
was red.
Okay. Yes, question. Fire away.
I'm assuming this is hold person I'm under.
Nope. You don't
Okay,
know what
so-
this is.
Point being, like, I assume, well, since you mentioned Tono, we're going into initiative. Technically, should I roll mine at disadvantage because of my situation?
Technically speaking, you don't get to roll advantage because of your situation.
Okay, fair.
This is just going to be
It's
a
very fair.
Tala, Yuza, the Gith, and Merrick kind of thing.
This is gonna
Possibly
be-
social, possibly hostile encounter.
Because Yuza, I need to make saving throws.
Gallus is just going to
Wait,
be
what?
rooting.
Death save. Oh, right, you're dead. Never mind. You don't have to make death saves.
Wait, what?
You're full dead. I keep forgetting that. Oh, man. Crazy.
Although I probably should still have an initiative so we know when a minute has passed.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because
I'll just roll a straight d20. 11!
Walker, do I get to use my extra attack also if I hit?
Yes, you do get to use your extra attack. That's...
Alright.
Okay, I will give a brief explanation. I won't go into detail given, like, specific numbers. But suffice it to say, if you fail completely, you don't get a turn, you don't get to move, you're just stuck.
Wait,
Gallus failed completely.
If you exceed a certain number, a certain range, you can use your action and your movement, but no bonus action, no reaction, no features. So it's essentially the slow spell. If you beat another, you can use your full movement, your action, your bonus action, your reactions, and any additional class features. And then if you beat it completely, you can do everything.
And Hawk rolled a 28.
So they fall in the range where they can use their movement, action, bonus action, and specific class features.
so there's no way in hell Merrick's making that. I'm sure, and I'm assuming the natural 20 was the total situation.
Walker,
Huh? Maybe. Yes.
I had a question though. Are my auras working? Because I forgot to add in the aura protection bonus I would get for my saving throw.
Said features wouldn't work, but that
Suffice
applies
it to
the
say,
same.
no, it doesn't seem to be working.
Okay, so none of my auras are working. Okay, because I gave you the raw score because I was going to ask that before, because I do have the aura protection, which means I could.
What's your natural?
Extra
What was your natural roll that you got a 28?
My natural roll was an 18.
Yeah.
It's a +5 charisma, yeah.
Like, it's funny because for Gallus's roll, I rolled a 17.
Oh,
Wait, you have wait. So you said 28. You have
Max charisma
according to the sheet, yes.
plus proficiency bonus.
Yeah, 5. Because that was wisdom save, right? It cost charisma save.
That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, proficiency is a 5 right now, huh?
Yeah, and Gallus's main class isn't Warlock, so I don't have that save.
Main class.
You know he's a monk.
So
I know.
hold on.
Gauss's main
is 16 your initiative?
Merrick's,
Can I-
yes.
Okay, what's
Can I
time?
roll my attack though?
Yeah,
I'm just waiting to roll my attack.
roll it, but I need your initiative.
What would you rather have first, initiative or attack?
Can you roll all of them at the same time?
Sure.
Initiative first, just for simplicity.
All right, the initiative is a 19 plus 3, so
I'm
22 initiative.
Got it.
positive this user will not know this information, but for everyone else who she's told what these things are, he probably doesn't even have to spend it out. Visible.
You assume he has it, but it's not visible now.
I mean, the reason why Merrick asked, is this an item or a spell you can cast? Like, he was hoping Gallus could swipe it.
Wait, hold on. Is Ichabod still here to attack on my behalf?
Ichabod's gonna fail that save so hard.
No, Ichabod's gonna do it, guys.
Yeah, both of those attacks hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah. It is just a base D8 roll then.
Yep.
How does that sound?
That was me. I rolled as a joke, and Ichabod rolled a natural 20.
You okay, dude?
Does he fail?
Me?
No, Hawk.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, you sound
Mhm.
frustrated.
No, that's I found. The first one will be a 14. The second one will be a 12. 2 slashes.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Paolo's going to try and position herself between her and Merrick. Or between him and Merrick, I mean. When she crashes through.
Okay. What were those numbers again?
back up. A 12, and I believe it was what I say, was it 14?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, 12 and 14.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pick a random token out of all of my things that I have. Just for the sake of this.
Interesting to try and fight without smites.
You've been de-paladined.
Congratulations, you're a fighter.
For
Yeah.
real.
Man, I can't wait for Ichabod to get in there and just do 1 slashing damage.
Ichabod approaches and just ceases to exist.
It's gonna be like when Hedwig died.
I mean, it can't. First of all, spoilers. Second of all,
For a book that came out like forever ago.
exactly.
I never read that one, so I didn't know.
Did you not watch the
How?
movie?
I kind of forgot that part. I won't lie, I forgot that happened in the movie.
I was in a theater full of children. That happened, and I just shouted, "Oh, fuck!" I was like, probably should have said that.
Alright.
But also, if it was anti-magic, then science wouldn't. Then like Merrick would be unaffected by the science.
Not necessarily. Not unless it's like only around him.
Anti-magic.
Correct.
Oh,
Also just assuming it's
If he had
anti-magic.
a personalized radius of anti-magic, and these are a lot of assumptions that are going around.
Yeah.
I know. Just throwing him out there because this guy's about to kill Gallus.
I mean, also, if he was in an anti-magic field, he also shouldn't be able to do anything.
That's actually fair. Never mind. Yeah.
Tala, it's your turn.
Okay. Just as she landed and kind of posted herself between Merrick and the Gith, wing spread defensive position.
Gotcha.
So I'm assuming something like Turn of Fateless will be useless since all her ores aren't working and Smite's not working. And Magic's not working here either, is it?
Specifically, your magic is not working. However, your auras, I'll say this much. Your auras didn't seem to affect him. Whether or not your auras are affecting your party is something you don't know right now.
What aura do you have that would affect him anyway?
I think maybe the Courage
I'm
one
sorry,
would
Walker.
affect his
Follow-up
saving
question
throws.
when you get a chance.
Gotcha.
I imagine there's going to be a lot of questions.
Yeah, it wouldn't like which. I guess I'm just going to, since Smite's not working, I'm going to fight.
Okay.
I will do the swordy thing.
I will do as the fighter do.
That is a 26 and a 22.
Okay. Ba, 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 ba. He doesn't have his reaction, so I can't. Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
At least I burned that.
Oh, that's good. That's double 8. So that would be 8 plus 7 is 15. 30. Did the math right.
Total?
Yeah, 30 total.
Yeah, he's looking bloodied.
Really?
He's a
He's
wizard.
a wizard. He's a wizard.
Yeah. Okay, in my thought, I was... Okay, with all the weird shit we fought over the years, I kind of halfway expected him to have some sort of medallion or something that would give him damage resistance or
Well,
something.
here's the thing. He could have cast Deathwood on himself.
He could have.
I don't think wizards get death ward.
They don't.
We don't know the rules that Walker makes.
We also assuming that he's wizard and not say different casting class.
Fair enough. Is that your turn?
Or homebrew. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do with my bonus. I guess not. So, yeah.
All right. It's his turn. He is going to use one of his legendary actions.
Yeah.
As Tally
boy.
turns ends. You watch as he mouths something, and you watch as all of his wounds reset to 0.
Okay, there's that bullshit I was talking about.
And then he is going to use his main action. I need charisma saves yet again from Tala, and this time from Merrick.
This actually rolls into my question quite nicely. I shouldn't roll initiative because I don't even get a save on my turn.
No. Well,
Okay, so
actually,
this-
actually, this This is an interesting point. I will say this, because this is a malicious effect that is intended for you, even though you failed the first one initially, I am going to need another charisma saving throw from Gallus, but the DC is higher than before.
With a natural 20, I can only get a 23. So I don't think I'm going to make this regardless.
We'll see.
Okay.
Because this effect is different. This effect for Gallus is different than everyone else's effect.
Okay.
Walker,
It would kill Gallus.
The reason I was asking about the aura is because Merrick would be within range of receiving the aura protection. I was just wondering if it would work for Tala and Merrick.
I would say in this instance, you could safely assume that it would. You're not sure. You'll find out when the effect goes off. If it was active, what bonus would you receive?
It would... Well, we kind of know because basically for any sort of saving throw, you gain a bonus equal to Tala's charisma modifier.
So it would bump it up from a 20 to a 25.
Possibly,
Yes.
depending if it's active.
Is Gallus in range of that?
It's a 10-foot radius from Tala.
Oh, so I'm not in range?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll let Walker decide that.
I would say that Gallus would be 5 feet out of range.
Okay. I actually rolled a 19, one short of natural 20, so my total is 22.
Okay, thank you for that. And Tala, what's yours?
Well, again, I need to know, do I add my bonus to that
Just
or
roll
not?
it, and I'll let you know if you add 5 or not.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need to if add 5 applies, I'm sure he'll do it.
Yeah,
26.
Walker can add any number to. It's just +5 in Walker's head. He can keep track of that.
26.
You can safely assume that given what has just happened to you, your bonus is active for you and Merrick, seeing as Merrick, you can still move and use actions, but you suddenly feel your connection with Paylor vanish.
I'm sorry?
As your spells and abilities are severed.
Merrick just looks at the mark on his arm and just like glares at the guy.
Did he just declass you?
Oh, that's gonna be real funny.
And then
Gallus.
And then Tala, for you, your connection is back up. You are repaladined, as it were.
Oh, good to hear.
He cut the Weave's connection? Are you kidding me?
On that note, Gallus, you said it was a 22?
Yes.
You are unconscious.
Yep, that figures.
So that was his action, and he used legendary action.
Was he still like frozen
Relentless
in place, or did
endurance.
What?
Half orc ability. Relentless endurance.
Doesn't apply. You are fully unconscious.
Is he still frozen in place so he's just like his head just falls forward?
More like he is completely frozen in place running. His head doesn't fall forward. You just watch as the light literally leaves his eyes.
And you all also notice that the sound comes back as concentration drops in silence.
Yeah, it does.
So someone healing word me.
And with that, he is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step. He doesn't actually move that far, but he moves like probably right about here, like as he teleports away. And
So is my body actually that close, then, or would it be further away?
Yeah, because this is like the map of the whole city.
your body.
Yeah.
So Tala would technically be here. Gallus would be here. So like just assume no, not even there. Like right here, but just sure. Each square is essentially here. Let me actually change the dimensions 1 second. Because each square would technically be
a mile. Dragon Ball Z.
each square is comprised of essentially like it is more, but for the sake of combat, we're gonna say that like and for measurements, like each square is comprised of like a 10-foot distance. What is actually more? That's just because like I can't make your tokens fucking the size of like a penny.
Oh yeah.
This
I
is
get
the
that.
smallest they go.
So yeah,
I mean, he
he Misty steps away. As he does, he's going to use a free action to just feeding time. As the vampires are going to start entering initiative after Merrick's turn.
Okay, for a free action, Merrick just wants to call out, was this really necessary?
He doesn't respond.
Yeah, Merrick's like, really, some people. And completely unbothered by the idea of vampires inbound. Merrick is going to walk up to Gallus. Let's see.
Yep. You have no cleric spells.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm just going to
Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed.
chug my. No, that's right. Healing potion to you, Gallus.
Merrick just walks over. Get moving. Man, why you gotta be so rude? No, I'm trying to heal you.
This is actually very interesting. Okay, so you're gonna healing potion him with your action.
Yes.
Okay. You uncork the healing potion and you attempt to pop it into Gallus's mouth. You are met with the strongest amount of gravitational resistance humanly possible. As you're, like, trying to push it through this golden, like, shimmering field that kind of, like, becomes visible as you're trying to push this potion into his mouth, you're able to push it, like, a quarter of an inch into the field, where the potion is just basically, like, floating in place, and the liquid is attempting to pour out on your end, but on Gallus's end, they are just frozen perfectly in place. Like at the lip
Get
of
on
the
my
bottle.
tongue.
Nope, not at all.
Dang
Well, this is bullshit. Bonus action. I'm a werewolf.
I mean, Merrick, there's other options.
There was the
You lay on
cyanide
hands.
option.
Well, I was gonna say, enema.
No, come on!
I don't think the healing potion is an enema. Whoever told you that you should reevaluate who you trust.
But I trust you.
Man, Aaron Melianadil really shouldn't have told Tala you can butt chug a healing potion.
And I
Apparently
assume
not.
Shield of Initiative is active too now.
But that was me out of character saying that.
Oh, okay.
Tala's not that dumb.
What'd you say, Merrick?
Merrick's just going to call Tala to like lay on hands on Gallus if she can, and I'm going to turn into a werewolf, and I assume the shield is now deployed because it normally deploys with initiative. I put it back on last session.
Correct. And Yuza, 6 seconds have passed, and with that, the vampires are going to enter initiative. They will be on Yuza's initiative turn. That way I know when they go. And additionally, as the turn order wraps back around, Kilcius is going to use another one of his legendary actions.
All the way from fucking nowhere? He can't even see us.
He is going to cast haste on himself, and he is going to start booking it.
Of course he does.
Wait, can he run on his legendary action? Okay.
Some creatures can, I think.
He burns 2 legendary actions and fucking...
I mean, I was gonna missy step over there and keep hitting him. Okay.
He is aware of how this is like a drawn out fight currently would not be ideal. He prefers to have a terrain where he has the advantage, so he's gonna try and run.
Oh,
He killed the most powerful person first.
I mean,
He killed arguably the most powerful person when it comes to non-melee combat.
I don't think there's an argument there.
It'd just be between Yuza and Rando, and
Rando's not here.
Zach, why could you be here to save the day?
that's fair. You know what? There is no argument. That's yeah. He's for all we know, Rando could have just died in the base. He could have drank a goblet of wine with cyanide in it, and he's dead now. Who knows?
So what I miss?
Nothing. The
guy's running.
Just man, you know he takes rejection very poorly.
He cast haste and is booking it.
It's not rejection. He gave you an ultimatum, and you chose the wrong answer.
Not
He
the
chose
wrong
the wrong
answer.
answer. We were gonna let him live.
Merrick was being very polite and being very cordial, and he had to be a freaking dick about it.
He was being polite and cordial too, and Merrick had to be a freaking dick about it.
No, Merrick was saying, nah, we're still gonna go our way, but I'm not gonna kill you, and the guy had to go around and kill Yuza just to prove a point. Like,
Yeah, because you said that you were going to continue to interfere with what had to be done.
yeah, and we're going to do what has to be
the
done.
murder?
Yeah!
What a child.
His plan is literally killing a god. You think murder's a fucking small stone to this guy?
What a child. I mean, honestly. Didn't his mother teach him about his gift mom?
Can I have one
His
request?
gift mom taught him strength at all costs.
Can-
Yes, they
can-
can do.
You can
One
be-
question.
Yeah.
Can Ichabod be attempting to pursue him from a distance?
That is an excellent question, because you have Find Familiar as a cast spell, correct? It's not like an actual physical creature, correct?
Correct.
Also,
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
that also begs the question. I still have my familiar.
That's actually the thing. You narrated that it was like ethereal. We never had a discussion about that. I always just kind of assumed that Find Familiar, the animals look like real animals.
They do.
They do.
Oh.
It's not ethereal. It is a spirit that inhabits an animal form. It can appear spectral or ethereal as it is changing form, or if you choose it to be. But primarily, it does look like an animal.
Oh, my mistake. I thought I misinterpreted your narration then.
This is a tough call for me because Find Familiar is not concentration. So unless like Ichabod is killed, because this is a discussion that me and Vex have had before, which is like if a caster dies, does their spell end?
Unless it's concentration, technically not.
So yeah, Ichabod's still around.
Sue, my pet.
They're just
Pursue.
fluttering around in concern and worry as Gallus is just kind of like there, and
Seek vengeance, my
Yuza
son.
is like
I'm just gonna assume because mine's an actual creature. They are flying over to the party where it's safe.
yeah, they're like, oh no, and then they look over and see the Gith running and like, nope, and they just
So,
jet
yeah.
over to where
An
Merrick is.
invisible fairy dragon just lands on Merrick's shoulder.
Eric swats it.
Whoosh, and just like baps it in the face. Anyway, Tal, it's your turn.
Guess I'm gonna revive Yuza with Revivify.
All right. You go
Ella
over.
just walks up and just pokes her.
Just pokes her with a diamond.
Life. Do
uh,
life things.
You go over and
Wake
cast Revivify, and Yuza is back to life. With Revivify, you take a point of exhaustion, correct?
No, that's
Ray's
Ray-
dead.
Yeah. She just at 1 hit points.
Yeah, it's the within 1 minute quick revive.
Gotcha.
Ray's dead is like, oh, you have like a longer period of time, but you take
10
like
days.
3 points.
Tala
No,
just
1
goes
point.
say, Tala say,
No, I
hey,
am.
fly me over to the guy escaping. And Tala's go, can I do my lay on hands? Is that separate?
It's an action. They're both actions.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
to do it
real
on
fast.
someone else is an action, I think.
No, it's just in general. It's an action.
it's
Oh yeah,
okay.
that's a Pathfinder thing.
So
it's
yeah,
an
Tal's at 1 hit point.
action. No,
Use
Sorry,
it.
yeah, that's what I meant. Shh.
No,
We're
Tala's
fine.
at 1 hit point.
no.
Uses at 1 hit point. Got it.
And
Yeah.
using. Oh, sorry.
Why do I-
And,
Temp HP. What is? No, that's my armor class. Why is that my armor class?
and
Oh.
using Turn to Faithless also is an action, isn't it?
Yes. A lot
Can I
of paladin
get
things are
my-
in action.
Yeah, there ain't much I can do then.
Why do I have 27 unarmored AC? Hold on.
I don't know.
Well, how much?
Oh,
how much
mage armor was
movement-
clicked for both categories.
You can move for 20 feet.
Okay. You move 20 feet and I also have Mystic Step, which is a bonus action.
So you can
If
yeah,
you miss these stuff, I can't help you.
you can go in these directions.
Yeah. I was thinking about just trying to stall the guy, make him maybe burn some more actions so you guys can get to him.
I mean, you could certainly try something.
I mean, what's the party think?
Do you, dude? Merrick is going to stick around and get everyone else held up. Gallus is still unconscious.
I guess I'll stick around too then.
And right
I-
now, Merrick has none
I'm-
of his healing.
I'm unconscious, and I am frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything takes an action, I guess. All right, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. It is his turn. Let's see.
Power word killed me again.
Uh Is this spell an action? It is. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he is going to use his action to fly up into the air 60 feet. So you can kind of like still get kind of a rough view of the party. Yeah, and I think he's just gonna wait and see what y'all do. Merrick, it's your turn.
Do I have my cloak abilities back? Do I sense that?
Since it's back to your turn, make another charisma check. Or charisma saving throw, sorry, my bad. And since Tala is over by Yuza, you do not have the benefit of her aura.
Natural 1. I don't have my shit back.
Oh, no.
Natural 1 is worse, doesn't it?
So, Merrick, as you... What is in Merrick's head in this current instance right now?
The second I get my powers back, I'm using Turn Undead.
So you're, like, eyeing the vampires?
Yeah.
So as you turn to look at the vampires, you just freeze.
Yep. That's about right.
Does Gallus get a turn order here, or is he just unconscious?
No, this is gonna be a wipe round.
We're gonna, so we'll use Merrick's turn now that you both are on the same level. Gallus, roll me a death saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, where were you before? Natural 20.
Congratulations, you're awake. As the light returns to your eyes, you are frozen in place, and you see that Merrick is now also frozen in place. Yuza's getting back up, and Tala's just kind of like, yep, there. Uh-huh.
Do I know I can't move or do anything. Am I still able to spend an action?
I will say that in this instance, if you're going to do anything with Ichabod, I will... that's actually a good question.
Can I spend key points?
What is your intention?
Way of the Wraith.
I will say no.
Okay.
I would say if you are going to make Ichabod do things, yes. But if you are using your thing to, like, try and do stuff vis-a-vis Gallus the person using class feats, etc., then no.
So I can't attempt this. I sent you something.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What can yeah, come back to me. I'm just going to read if I'm familiar, because...
Alright.
This is...
So as it comes back around to Yuza's turn, it is Yuza's turn, but it is also the vampire's turn. But before that, Kilcius is going to use... Actually, does he have another legendary action, or is he done?
This would be 3, I think.
Yeah.
He's done?
Yeah, he used 2 in the last...
Thank God.
Yeah, so you can't really do anything... Right, because they refresh on his turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he said.
So then...
So we used 2. 'Cause
Yeah,
No.
so because on the first turn he used 1, and then on the first turn he used 1, and then like towards the end of the turn he hasted to try and run away further from you, because the first one he did was to do the brain, another like wave of like strange magic, so they would have actually reset, but he hasn't used any. You know what? Just because I had trouble keeping track of him, I'm gonna wait until his next turn, and then we'll get right into it. So yeah, it's Yuza's turn, but it's also the vampire's turn. We're gonna have Yuza go first in front of the vampires because we're just gonna see what the PC does, and then we're gonna get to the NPCs that have wicked nastiness.
Okay, so I'm at 1 hit point. First off, I stand.
Cool.
How far is he from me right now?
From you, he is currently 50 feet.
I see. Okay.
Walker, there is something that Ichabod would like to do.
Okay. Give me
Yeah.
1 second to do.
Yeah, we can do this after. Yeah.
Yeah. Yuza, what you doing?
Okay, I'm going to.
Never mind.
By the way, he's
use
flying 60 feet in the air, so you can see him clear as day.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to use Unique Origin
Okay.
to Subtle Spell. Hold Person.
On him.
Yep.
Okay. He will make a Wisdom saving throw because Subtle Spell prevents him from
No somatic or verbal components.
from counterspelling because there's no indication that you're going to do it. What's the DC?
Hold on. This is a question that was brought up to me like a week ago. In some instances, according to the rules somewhere, I forget where, when you die, your attunement to all your items ends. Is that how we're ruling this? Because that does affect my DC, because Hold Person's in the Grimoire.
That's a tough one. I would say that I haven't kept track of it in the past.
I didn't know this rule existed until someone pointed it out to me.
And I didn't know this rule existed until you pointed it out to me, so I...
There's such a question.
For now, we'll say no, and we'll move on, so that
Okay.
we can keep getting into stuff, and that way next time I'll do a little bit more research and we'll come back to it next session.
Okay then. My DC is 20.
Yeah, he fails. So that's what, 66?
It's Hold Person.
Yeah, I know. He's 60 feet in the air.
Yeah, that
Oh,
would be
yeah.
66.
And yeah, 66. Unless you have a hover speed.
8, 12, 16, 21.
Will being paralyzed affect concentration spells?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah. If
Never come
yeah,
up.
this flight's magical.
If he has still concentration on what's going on with him.
Going with Gauss and Merrick since
Yeah, if his flight is concentration based,
No,
then,
wait.
yeah, it drops.
He
Or at least
doesn't
should.
concentrate on. He didn't roll a concentration check when Tala hit him.
We don't know that. Walker could just be rolling those things in the background.
So
I will say this. For flight, you said it ends automatically when the thing does the thing?
Paralysis ends any concentration.
Then yes, his flight ends. Garrett, I almost called you Garrett. Merrick and Gallus's effects do not end.
Yep.
You see,
Yeah,
that
that
it feels that
tracks.
this is another effect entirely, as he plummets to the ground and, thump, like crashes into a rooftop and falls down into an alleyway, taking 22 points of damage.
Okay.
That was very cathartic to see.
Yeah. Like no one has any idea what the fuck just happened. He just fell out of the sky.
Walker.
Ella gives Yuza a fist bump.
Okay, 1 second.
She has no idea she did anything.
One at a time.
There was no indication she just fell.
Ren and Storm first.
Okay.
Walker, I sent you a message. I'm able to do that thing I just linked.
Okay, safely assume that if it's any skill, ability, spell, any action that
Okay.
your character does, no.
In that case, Ichabod will come to me, and God, this is such a stupid idea. Can he detonate one of the smoke bombs on me?
No, because it's on your person, which is within the field of stasis.
Then I have no ton.
Okay. Then Tala, did you have a question? Sorry, Hawk, did you have a question?
To refer back to what Vex said, something weird just happened to the magic guy immediately after Yuza being resurrected. Tala has enough faith that Yuza would be able to have done that, probably.
Okay.
Like, she's been around Yuza enough at this point to be like, okay, Yuza probably did something.
Yeah, just looked at it and something happened.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, subtle spell is a thing.
Okay, Vampire's turn.
Hold on. Can I no longer see him?
You can no longer see him.
Is he unconscious? Because that would break the whole person.
No, he is not.
Okay, then. Yuzu will use whatever remaining movement she has to fly 15 feet up and in his direction.
Okay, you move 15 feet up and in his direction. So we'll just put you like here, but we'll just subtract 5 feet from the Okay,
Hope Yuza can heal herself.
Vampire turn.
I more just needed to get the fuck off the ground.
I'm just worried about some of these vampires might have range attacks.
Okay. So one runs up to Gallus, one runs up to Merrick. They both attempt to sink their fangs in, which do not work because of the stasis field. So they're just kind of left stunned and baffled. Two rush Tala, and then two go after Yuza, one of which turns into a bat.
Hold on, what? We're invincible?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You could safely assume that whatever field of stasis that is around you, the only person who'd be able to affect or interact with it would be the person who has used it. So you could safely assume that Kilcius would be the only one to be able to like fucking do anything to you. And right now he can't because he's on the run.
It's like a super time stop.
Yuza, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that was good. Wisdom bonus. 21.
Yeah, as one of the vampires looks at you and just goes, "Hey, whoa, why are you running out on us so much? Come on back this way. Everything's fine." As he attempts to charm you. And it doesn't work. Okay. So the vampires are going to then attack Tala. Let's see what they do. One of them is going to attempt an unarmed strike on you.
What for that?
I assume that a 16 doesn't hit. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Does a 28 hit?
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, kiddo. Strength save. Am I allowed to add my charisma modifier as well? I mean the ward one.
Yeah, your aura works.
Okay, so that's a 25.
Yeah, he attempts to grapple you, and your aura prevents such nastiness. The other one is going to attempt to attack you as well. 20. Does a 20 hit?
No.
How about a 25?
Yes.
They deal 11 points of bludgeoning damage as they clock you in the face.
11 points.
Yep. And on that note, it is Tala's turn.
Go after the guy.
All right, you're going to provoke 2 attacks of opportunity.
No, I'm saying I could. I'm trying to decide if I want
okay.
to. I could probably take out most of the, or at least cause the vampires to run, but that would take my action, which means when I got to the guy, I wouldn't be able to do anything with him. How far? Because I was with Yuza. I saw where he fell at. How far?
You saw the general vicinity of where he fell, yes.
Yes. And you guys think I ought to go after him so he doesn't try to escape, but we can get something out of this?
I still have a
Apparently
bold person
Yeah, but doesn't he get to do another wisdom check on that?
On
at
his
the
turn.
end of each of his turns.
Yeah, at the end of each of his turns.
And I still have my portent, which, lucky for us, were both shit rolls.
Okay. I think since Merrick and Gallus are
Should be able to
technically
keep on this.
invulnerable right now, there's nothing I can do to get them out of their stasis.
Your call.
Vampires can't really do shit.
You do whatever you think is helpful.
Going after the guy to make sure he doesn't, for all we know, he can have a vampire drag him away right now.
All right, 2 vampires are going to take attack of opportunities on you.
All right.
That is a natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right.
Damn.
Isn't it almost adamantine?
Oh, that's fair. So it doesn't do crit damage.
Ah, good to know.
So yeah, you take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the other one's gonna make his attack. And that is 12 to hit, so that doesn't hit.
So I'm going after him then.
All right.
All right. So do I find the guy?
Roll me a perception check.
If you can, bring him back alive. Merrick wants words. And by
User wants words.
and by
Everyone
words,
wants
I want
words.
to tell him how rude he was, and then take his fucking head for being such a fucking bastard.
Hey, can we, not?
21.
Yeah, after he answers your questions.
21.
Yeah, no bullshit. I'm actually pretty annoyed.
21 perception. Yeah, you find him.
Cool. All right. Debating how bloody I want Tala to get.
Just bring him back.
It's up to Tala, because this is Tala.
Yeah.
This is Tala's mood right now.
Tala's not in a good mood.
Then do what Tala would do.
Well, Tala wants to rip his tongue out, but we need him to answer questions.
You can always heal a tongue.
No, could heal a tongue.
Just cast replace tongue. We'll just have Rando cast regenerate on him.
Would lesser restoration work? Because it's like blinded, deafened, or
That's what I was
poisoned.
wondering
So
about.
It's a condition. It's
I
condition
would say that mute would be the condition.
Yeah, fair.
Like, question: would Tala be able to, let's say, disleg him without killing him?
I would say that since he is currently prone and under the effects of a hold person spell, this would automatically be like your sword of sharpness would just instantly just like butter.
Does
Like Connor has a wound
does it go
citizen
off
roll.
of a 20 or a crit?
It goes off of a crit, and then
Which are automatic.
And then from that
Yeah.
again, you have to roll again to see if you get another crit. So that this would be again automatic. So yeah, you can just easily deleg him.
Yeah, so he does a run. She's going to do that, and can she stop him from bleeding out? Basically, is my question. I'm fine if he passes out.
First, let's see. What would be your?
Does it have all the healing
I
abilities?
guess this would
and
be
everything?
would this is the question that I posit as a DM. I think this would be max damage. What is the full max damage of your longsword as a critical?
Full max damage longsword as a critical would be
Is this one-handed or two-handed? I guess is the first question.
one-handed. She
Okay.
has because she always keeps a shield. The max possible damage would be
So it'd be 16 plus your strength doubled.
Yeah, because Tala would not do that if she knew it would kill him. So I'd have
You
a
could
good
assume that it won't kill him because he's a high-level wizard.
thought. Alright. Tala's gonna do that then.
Okay, what's your strength mod?
My strength mod is a 5.
Okay, so this does like 26 points of damage instantly, and he is de-legged.
Okay. Tala is
So yeah, he's
going-
bloodied, but he is de-legged.
Cool.
Question:
And that's
upon
bad.
being attacked, does he get to make a saving throw against hold person, or does it end?
No, it's just the end of
it
his
doesn't
turn.
do anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just the end of his turns.
So you have
Um,
used your movement to get over there, and you have used your action to de-leg him.
I
He
still
is
have my bonus.
screaming in agony in his own mind.
Still have my bonus. I could Misty Step back.
You can Misty Step close.
Yeah, close. Question: can I use my bonus action instead to gag him?
I would say since there wouldn't be an athletics check involved, yeah, you could do that.
Because I feel like cutting out the tongue might be a bit much, but at least it's give him from any verbal spells.
Fair.
I mean, if we want to have him answer questions, we have to let him speak.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if Tala could heal a tongue.
And after he answers the questions, I'm fucking killing him.
Yeah, like Tala's saving this one. for the
Merrick
commander.
is so fucking done with Mercy.
She's just muttering as she's gagging him up and tying him up.
Actually, wait. I have
Shouldn't have been rude to
telepathic
the-
bond prepared.
You shouldn't have been rude to the commander.
All right, that your turn.
So yeah, I'm tying him up and gagging him.
All right, it's his turn. He can't do anything on his turn, so he's gonna make his wisdom saving throw. What's the DC again?
20.
Yeah, he doesn't meet that. So it's Merrick's turn, and Merrick is still stay seized.
Do I get a saving throw or no?
I mean, you're not unconscious.
No, like against the paralysis.
Oh,
Because isn't he unconscious? Oh, wait, no, that didn't drop it before anyway.
And additionally, on Avok's turns, he didn't get a chance to make any additional saves against it. He had to make,
Yes.
sorry. Jesus fucking Christ. So on Jesus fucking Christ's turn,
He's like a level 30. He cleric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're in the Shadowfell.
so we'll say that is your turn.
Right. Figured.
It is Yuza's turn. At the end of Merrick's turn, Kilcius is going to attempt to use a legendary action.
I like to point out I'm still holding him. I don't know if that makes any difference, but
That's fair.
Okay, so that's how. Just wanted to know. That's how you're ruling legendary actions.
I was like, can you do legendary with hold person?
Can you not?
I mean, generally humanoids don't have legendary actions in 5e, so I don't think they ever accounted for it.
It's technically up to DM discretion. For example, like the.
I know when they were banished before.
I rule if the creature has been around long enough, regardless of the type, they're legendary. So technically,
I get that. It's just in base 5e, humanoids of any type generally don't get legendary actions, so they didn't really account for hold person paralysis in that interaction. So there probably isn't a ruling on it.
well, hold monster.
That's true. I'll go check hold monster. Hold on. But I mean, it's what
can't use them while incapacitated or otherwise unable to take actions. So technically speaking, since it can't take actions due to hold person, wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah.
So I take it back. Doesn't do shit. Yuza, it is your turn. And the vampire's turns.
Okay.
So you go first, then vampires.
Yeah, this is the part that sucks. Because if I get you guys out of your predicament, you're just gonna get immediately swamped by vampires.
Well, we're invulnerable right now, so fuck us.
I know, but if I get rid of that, you're just gonna get trounced by vampires.
We're both at full health, and we can trash vampires.
Yeah,
Also-
I was about to say. Additionally, like if the thing ends, they get their class abilities back, and that will end poorly for the vampires.
Yeah.
Also, isn't Gallus at... I thought Gallus was at 1. Because he fell unconscious.
Well, but then I never lost my hit points because I wasn't able to use my half-orc ability to come back.
Oh, okay.
I would say, given this instance, it preserved him in a pristine condition. So yeah, he would have full hit points. He just like
That
Okay.
he basically
unconscious.
yeah it was death light. He didn't pay for the subscription.
Okay.
It's the same as falling asleep with full HP.
Okay. First off, I'm gonna look and see Tala de-legging this person I kind of know in my memory. Not sure how I feel about that. But please don't kill him, Tala. We need answers. And I look back at the other two. Oh, you two. Oh, that didn't fade? Shit. And I will use my last unique origin to twin spell dispel magic. Actually, hold on. Can I just do it at higher levels? Dispel magic. No, it just ups the level I can cast it. I can dispel. So yeah, twin spell dispel magic on those two.
Yeah, I was about to say, it doesn't dispel magic like it if it's of a higher level. It's just like counterspell to just a DC.
Yeah.
All right, DC away.
Okay. So yeah. So I don't know what the DC is, so I just have to roll for it. Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's is it the same roll for both, or is it individual rolls?
I would say it'd be the same for both because you're basically just copying a spell.
Okay. Okay. Straight intelligence check, so +5. 20.
Said 20?
Yeah.
Let me see. I will say this much. The stasis ends. Merrick and Gallus, you are both essentially under the effect of a slow spell. So you can move and you can take actions, but you can't do like. So just remind me, this is how it works. They can move at half speed, take actions, but no reactions, correct? And no bonus actions.
And any spell that has the component of one action, you need to roll, or it might go off the next round.
Got it.
Also their AC is lowered by 2.
Okay. And that is currently in effect for the both of you.
Yeah. So no bonus
Okay.
action, just like action or movement.
You can do an action or a bonus action, not both, and you only get one attack.
But you still have your movement regardless. It's just halved.
Yeah,
Which for Gallus is still a lot.
Yeah, I am the most.
Yeah, Gallus just
by
moves
this.
normally now.
Gallus, are you gonna be okay?
I don't know if I'll be okay. Hold on.
Gallus just
I'm
moves like a normal person now.
Be right back. I'm rolling initiative.
Gallus, you're gonna be okay. He's like running in slow motion, but it's just still at the speed of a normal human being.
I will say, I just rolled initiative, and it's a 15. Just for posterity, in case I actually have a turn.
So you go last right now.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that would be the situation.
Which, tracks for this night.
So yeah.
Okay, and as for my dragon's action, it is going to actually hold on. No, I always resort to polymorph, but I gotta remember he has a CR. He's a CR2, so let's not polymorph him. Let's just keep him invisible and bring him back to me now that I'm able.
All right. I will say, I will go ahead and do the vampire's turn. But then Gallus will go right after them, just because Gallus is Gallus. So the two that were attacking Tala immediately turn to Yuza. I need 2 wisdom saving throws from you as they're going to attempt to charm you.
Okay. That was a natural 20.
Okay, so one of them fails automatically.
That one was the same roll as before. That is a 20. Base.
Yeah,
Not base, but dirty.
yeah, their charm fails.
Can't charm the devil, mate.
So the bat one is going to then attempt to bite you as a bat. Oh wait, no, it can't do that because you're not grappled, incapacitated, or restrained. Fun.
What a weird condition.
I know, it's annoying.
What a weird circumstance that has to be met.
You can bite them as a bat, but only if they're like on the ground.
I mean, he could just, fly as fast as he can and hit her and hope to do 1 damage.
And just attempt to grapple with bat form. No, so they fail at that. The other one is going to attempt to make an attack. As they just pick up a rock and they just throw it. Adding vampire strength.
Well,
this is an improvised, so they don't get a proficiency bonus to this.
my AC is 15.
Alright then. Tell me, Yuza, does a 9 hit?
No.
Well, he hurls that rock pretty hard. It just doesn't have any... It's all power, no focus. So you just literally watch as the rock, like, whizzes, like, a foot past you, but it's moving at a velocity that would have been dangerous.
Vampire needs
It just
class.
catches my attention for a second.
You just literally hear... You hear a rock make a noise. Like, normally they just kind of, like, don't really make a noise as they're thrown because they move so slowly. But you hear a rock just go... You're like, okay.
You've always won attention? Okay.
As the other two are going to attempt attacks on Gallus and Merrick, which are going to not be super successful.
Yeah, you guys have your reactions at least right now.
Is that a...
No, we don't. We're slowed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Gallus,
What's up?
does a 13 hit you?
Nope.
Even with -2 AC?
-2 AC, my AC would be a 17.
Right.
That would have hit me as slowed.
Cool. That same number, that doesn't hit. Alright, Merrick, they're gonna attempt to
I've
do...
been inspiration this entire time!
Yeah.
Merrick
I'm
is...
an idiot!
You know what?
Merrick-
When you reset, oh boy, will that be useful.
Merrick's AC right now is 19.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm rolling for shit tonight. I'm rolling like literally 4s through like 4s, 5s, and 6s. I fucking hate these dice. I shouldn't say that. I don't hate these dice.
Using them.
These dice roll well for me on my Monday night campaign. They just apparently want to make me eat dirt tonight.
Ever feel like your dice have like a sentience to them? Like you've angered the dice gods?
It's like, whoa, bro, you're rolling me a day early. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Every dice is really just a mimic that doesn't eat flesh.
It's a mimic that doesn't like being thrown around in a box. It's like, finally, my resting place. Oh, no, it's picking me up again. No. Anyway, Gallus, it is immediately your turn now.
So I can only do one action.
You can do a movement and an action. As
Can I speak as a part of my action as I do something?
it will literally be in slow motion. It will take your entire action.
Because I want to cast a spell. How does that work with...
Let's just put it this way. If speaking normally would be a free action, under this spell it'd be a bonus action. So you'd be like, hey,
this is
The spell rules for slow is like if it takes an action to cast, then you roll for it, and if you land on a certain number, it goes off the next turn.
Okay, I was going to do something dramatic as hell that I thought that was going to be pretty dope, that I thought Walker was going to appreciate, but can't do that. So I'm just going to say,
you can
as
save it
quickly...
for
New rule.
What?
New rule.
Oh.
Rule of cool.
So Walker, my intention is to use Silent Image to summon a 15-foot tall James Hargrove and say, the Scarlet King is not pleased. We are under his protection.
He says we're under his protection. That's funny. Yuza just immediately locks a fireball at it.
I will say this to you, Red.
So,
If you burn your inspiration, this succeeds.
He's trying to get rid of it.
No,
Think so.
I'm being on because he is under the slowed effect.
I know, but you're trying to get rid of the inspiration for what comes later.
does this inspiration only last this session, or can I hold it for next session?
Nope, this session.
Dang it. You know what? And it was how many vampires?
You're looking at 6.
Oh. That's actually...
including your good old buddy pal friend Antoine Kilgreave.
Okay, so I suppose... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fuck it. Punch.
You punch?
Do what you think is best, dude.
I'm double checking. Here's the thing. I didn't think I'd be involved in this fight at all. I gave up. I'm just like, I don't know what to... I was unprepared. I was like, well,
I can safely say this. I was not prepared for Silent Image James Hargrove, which is why I'm allowing this rule of cool to succeed. However, since you are under a condition that would prevent this from occurring on your turn, I am saying if you burn an inspiration, this will succeed, and the consequences that occur will be amazing and hilarious.
Wait, hold on. I have to roll to see if it actually triggers, right?
Not if you burn your inspiration!
But I'm saying there's a chance that I can roll and it activates on my turn, right?
That's okay. I am telling you, if you burn your inspiration, auto success. You don't have to roll shit.
That's the thing. I'm currently grappling.
Your
I'm trying to
turn
see-
immediately happens, does the thing.
I know. I'm trying to see if I want to risk the roll. Is the thing. Fuck, I'll just run the inspiration.
Okay.
So I invoke James Hargrove.
Now you get to risk the roll. Roll me 2
Oh.
d20 intimidation with advantage.
Alrighty. Intimidation with advantage. 18.
Cool. So Yuza, as you are not slowed and your perception of time is pretty good. You watch all of this happen in real time as this giant 15-foot James Hargrove appears.
Does the Hargrove also move in slow motion?
Its cloak does, billowing dramatically.
Yeah, its cloak does, but since it's silent, it doesn't say anything. As Avok speaks in... God, sorry. I am...
One day we'll summon his spirit with a seance.
Merrick starts crying.
One of these days I'm going to say Avok, and then what's going to happen is a horse is going to just fucking materialize from the ether, and Gallus will stride upon it majestically.
He just got Spine Steed.
Is it bad that I'm just picturing like Avok reincarnated as a horse, just like
No, he would
murder Gallus
absolute-
and just dress up as him, trying to
He's
pretend
just
to
a
be
centaur
Gallus?
now.
Oh
If
my
you
god,
I was about
Avok
to
is a
say, if you-
centaur. He would be so happy.
If Rando can get like a reincarnation off on his ashes, like, oh, the best life.
Rita
He would be like,
feel
oh
about-
my god, I can do so many kicking.
How would Rita feel about a reincarnated Avok as a centaur?
I don't want to answer that.
Especially if, like, the top half is still gray.
There's no safe answer in any, because there's a lot of complicated feelings that would occur if he was resurrected as a centaur. Mainly the fact that he allowed himself to die a second time, which would be a huge roadblock. But once everything else was worked out, there would be a lot of things that, like, from a standpoint of someone who has been in a relationship with someone for a very long period of time, and has been trapped in that person's soul for over 30 years, and then basically lives without them for 2 years, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the thing, as you say in slow motion, we are under the Scarlet King's like the whole spiel. The two vampires that are following you, Yuza, the one that's a bat and the other one that's on foot. The one that's a bat just immediately just looks at what's happening, just goes, nope, and just begins to fly off in this direction. The one that is on foot immediately, like, without skipping a beat, like, full sprint, turns into a bat and then starts flying in that direction.
Ah, good. He's moving closer to James.
I have a gift for this shit.
The two that are on foot that attempted to charm you, one of them, like, they both just kind of look at each other. They share a nod. One of them runs and leaps full head first into the river and just dies. And the other one extends his sharpened claws and just, like, jabs himself in the neck and bleeds out.
Guys are like, was not expecting
As
that.
the one that tried to bite you, Gallus turns to the one that was facing Merrick, which is Anton Kilgreave, and they just... By the way, the vampire near you just basically looks like a soccer hooligan. And he just looks at Anton and he goes, yeah, I wasn't expecting this, bye! And just, like, turns into a wolf and runs off, and Anton's just like, what? You cowards! And just, like, looks around, seeing that he's vastly outnumbered, he's like,
This has turned into a difficult situation.
And that is all of that turn.
I have a gift that's very appropriate for this.
Lay it on us all.
It's in the chat. Red's reactions.
Oh boy. Excellent.
I like what we do in Shadows a lot.
It's a great show and movie.
Yes.
Yeah, so Tala, it's your turn.
So how many vampires are left?
Literally just one, and he is kind of panicking.
Kilgrave.
I'm bringing this guy back with me, and I'm assuming.
Okay, so if you use your movement and then use your bonus action to Misty Step, you'd be able to make it back to where Merrick is.
Cool. How far is the vampire from Merrick? Is he on the way?
He is literally standing right in front of Merrick.
Merrick, do you want me to kill him? Blink once or twice for no.
Merrick has his movement again, right?
Yes, but it's
solo?
not your turn.
Merrick just doesn't say anything to Tala. He's just there's actual heat running off of him with how pissed he is.
Do what you want, Tala.
Do you have fun, man? Do it.
User did ask to keep him alive, but you do you.
Oh, Merrick's going to keep him alive. Merrick's just going.
I'm talking about this vampire.
Oh, do whatever you want to him.
Like, Tala just drops the corpse, not a corpse, the legless a gift. She goes, Commander, I brought you a present. And she is going to smite the other vampire then.
Okay, roll to hit.
Cool.
With advantage because you're flanking.
With advantage, you said?
Mm-hmm. Because flanking.
Yeah. Do I need to say what spell slot I'm going to burn for this? Because I was going to do.
Just
like
let
a
me
third
know
one.
after you hit.
Oh,
I'm not even like. I hate that I'm not even like. You know, if you hit, it's just like just let me know when you kill my vampire.
For the first one, that's a 30.
Right?
18 plus 12. Do you want me to roll my second hit? Second attack.
Let me know what spell slot you're burning.
I was going to burn a third.
Okay, roll me all the damage.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Math. Let's see. 2d8 for first. So third would be. So it's additional 4d8, right? Yeah.
Let's see. It's 1d8 plus your strength mod. Then it's a d8 for your enhanced divine smite. That just naturally.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and then it'd be 4d8 for your actual spell slot. Yeah. So 68. 5 of which is radiant.
Yeah, I love those separate. So the one that's just Tala's natural strength, that is a 13.
Okay.
And now all the radiant damage. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12. Plus 7 is 23. 28.
28 radiant?
Yeah.
Suffice it to say, like, I had these guys running certain features from a vampire, but they're not a vampire.
Oh.
So suffice it to say, like, how much slashing?
I think, what did I say, 13?
13 plus 56. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, fun. Tala's just going to have her sword glowing and just stab him in the, basically stab him in the back,
Yeah.
basically following his spine.
No,
down.
the first
Like
hit
a baseball
wouldn't
stick.
kill him, but, like, I knew that with your second hit, like, there's no point.
Okay.
So, like,
Should
boom,
just
boom.
kick him over.
Yeah, gone. Yeah, you guys are out of initiative.
Are we still slowed?
Yes.
Can I use Dispel magic to see if that'll help?
You can use a spell magic. Yeah.
I only have it at 4th level, so I can't go in. I don't have any higher spell slots.
I would say since you used your movement, bonus action, and action to attack this vampire, you would have. God, I would say that before this, Kilcius would get another Wisdom saving throw before you'd be able to dispel magic on the guys.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I thought you said we're out of combat. My bad.
We were, and then you said dispel magic. Then I'm like, oh wait, okay.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
I hate that I keep asking this. Use a DC.
DC 20.
Fucking hell, 2 points short. Okay. He's still frozen.
I mean, even if he succeeds, I'm just gonna replace it with a 3.
Merrick, it's back around to you. Charisma saving throw at the start of your turn, please.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you're full back.
Cleric powers, who's 2?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Is he awake?
He's not dead.
I want to make sure he's conscious, because Merrick's not going to
Yeah, he's
kill him.
conscious. He's.
Yeah,
Okay.
if he was unconscious, my spell would end.
He's under hold person. His hands are tied behind his back, and he has a gag in his mouth.
Cool. He has to make
And
a
he
constitution.
has no legs.
Cool. He has to make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
because Merrick bites him.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Huh.
What's the DC on that?
You know what? I don't actually know if it goes off my Blood Hunter DC, which is 16.
You get your lycanthropy from your blood hunter, right?
Yeah.
Then
So
probably, yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
also technically no. Technically, Merrick is actually like. He was a full werewolf, and then after drinking the Hunter's Bane, he became like werewolf light.
Would that override the werewolf? The previous werewolf, though. I mean,
I believe it's up to DM discretion in this
Which
instance.
takes-
I
probably
would
right,
say that if your Blood Hunter DC is the higher DC, that would be what you would use. But lycanthropy is still a factor when.
Yeah. It is a thing that's very frowned upon by the Lycan Order to do, but Merrick is fucking done with mercy. He was cordial, he was polite, he declined this man's offer, and then he had to go ahead and do that shit. And after Merrick bites him, he just goes, answer some questions, and we'll fix that. Understand?
He is held person. He has no way of responding.
once for you.
Yeah. If I was hoping to roll intimidation. Like, I wasn't actually looking for a response.
Yeah, you can roll intimidation. I'm gonna warn you now. DC's high.
What?
I said I'm gonna warn you now. DC is high.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the man who gives no fucks.
Would this be a charisma or a strength-based his intimidation check?
Charisma.
Okay. In that case, that is a 19 total. I rolled a 20 total. I rolled a 19.
You know,
So
you're
probably
not
doesn't
sure whether
succeed.
it's just Kilcius Pavus' nature or the fact that he is held person, but you see no flicker of reaction from him when you do that.
Of course. Why would anyone be afraid of consequences?
Yeah, let's walk over.
Is that Merrick's turn?
That's Merrick's turn.
Yeah, now Gallus can walk over. Once it gets back to Yuza, then we'll drop out of combat, hopefully.
Like $6 million man style running.
Yeah, it's very slow.
Oh wait, I'll roll my save. Or should I roll a save?
Yeah, you need to roll a charisma save at the start of your turn.
Nope. 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
you're
man. I can't help you.
Still,
I don't do anything. I just take out Mamon's Fang, and I just do knife tricks in front of him, and just lock eye contact.
You throw it up in the air.
You're just like spinning it in my fingers. I don't like that you did that to the tiefling.
That is all super slow mo. It's just like,
No, I know. I know. I'm just saying in real time for the, for the.
Yeah, no, I understand. So yeah, it would come back around to Yusa's turn.
Okay. There are a couple things I want to do. But having Gallus at usable condition is more important. I'll dispel magic at him.
Don't even have to roll. Gallus, you're back.
You did that to the tiefling.
Now
Sorry.
then. Give me a moment. He won't need to speak to us. Just just make sure he doesn't die.
Don't worry, he has to wait for 3 moons before the lycanthropy sets in.
I'm more talking about his severed legs.
By the way, you don't know whether or not your lycanthropy succeeded.
Oh, Merrick's just going to keep him. Merrick understands that, but he's just going to bite him every now and then just to make sure it sticks.
Oh, don't worry, Yuza. I can just continue healing him to keep him from dying.
Gallus just walked around Flabberg because like we were actually interested in working with you. This could have been a good team arrangement. You are dumber
felt
than
about that
me.
I don't know how I would have felt about that arrangement.
Like I said,
you claimed
I haven't met a wizard that didn't have a god complex, an ego.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, not you, Yusa. You're the only one that seems to have any sense of goddamn humanity. I mean that. The last wizard
I have enough self-awareness to know I have a god complex. I'm freaking amazing. I just took down this asshole right here. Solo.
Enough. Well, you had help with Tala.
I'm sorry, did Tala bring him down to the ground?
I didn't do shit.
I'm sorry. Who saved you from dying?
Okay. Let's ask
then
the
we're
guy some
even.
questions.
I am very upset with you, young man. I just tried to calm things down, and you made me into a light bright.
Oh, what?
I was just standing there, and I was imitating.
It's a Feywild thing he saw.
It is. It was very scary to me. You made me relive that. Shame on you, sir. This isn't Gallus's voice. What the hell happened?
He's from Malty all of a sudden.
Okay, well, Walker, since I dispelled magic, if no one's gonna do anything, he would get one more save against the whole person before I telepathic bond.
Technically, y'all have been talking for a while, so he's actually gotten 3 in.
Oh, okay.
So if we're talking 6 seconds, that was... Okay, maybe he would have gotten 2 in, because that would have been about 12 seconds of audio time. Yay, Eddie.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. You, the viewer, watch it back. Do I get 2 or 3?
Let us know
now.
in the time machine.
On it next session.
Anyway.
Vote now at PlatinumWatch.com.
So you can do your thing with the mind.
Well, does he break out of it first?
No.
Okay.
I'm rolling shit tonight. I've rolled a 6 and a 9.
Okay, well, before I do that, can I just confiscate his pendant? Or can I look for it?
You can roll me an investigation for it.
Guidance.
Can Gaz kind of check his body and also just kind of like search him for items?
Sure.
Investigation.
Also, Tala's just going to keep an eye on to make sure he doesn't bleed out every time he comes close. She's just going to expend
you have
like
guidance, by the
1
way.
hit point to make sure he doesn't bleed out on us.
Oh, I'm looking at perception. Idiot. Plus 10? That is a 25.
With guidance?
Oh, no.
16 investigation from Gallus.
I don't think it'll matter, but... Come on, D4. Grab a hold of the freaking D4! Fingers!
Well, Commander, one good thing
for
that came out of
Gallus?
this.
28.
For Gallus, you find, because he didn't hide him that hard, he is wearing a breastplate. He seems to have a magical longsword of some variety. Just because you have your sword of warning, you're like, yes, this is magical. 5 supreme healing potions and a mantle of spell resistance.
Which means he's advantage for all of these, and he's still eating shit.
Yeah, like I said, I'm rolling shit tonight, alright?
When Tala sees the mantle, she's just pulling that off of him. No.
Okay,
Well, Gallus found it, so he's pulling it off of him.
No
Either
magic
way, like,
resistance.
I'm just saying, it's one of us needs to make sure he doesn't have that on.
No, Gallus is taking all this off.
Okay.
You're stripping the man, alright? I'm not sure you can
and-
do that with his hands behind his back.
Yuza, well, it's a mantle. You could just, like, unclasp it. Like, it's...
I'm more at the armor, but yeah.
Yeah, no, the armor's not coming off.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just regular armor. There's not magical.
I mean, we could also disarm him while we're at it.
Yeah, but Tala's 28. That Yuza's 28.
Yeah, looking for the soul necklace. You cannot find it on him.
Okay, could I find his spellbook?
Don't find that either.
Hold on 1 second. Let me try something. What is that spell? May I cast locate objects?
I was thinking about that, but I'd have to draw whole person.
I mean, I have it.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Like,
You're casting locate object?
Yep. On which is more important, the pendant or the grimoire?
I mean,
I
he
have,
doesn't need he doesn't need the spellbook to cast the spells. It just prepares them.
Yeah, pendant then.
All right.
And that's when the bomb goes off.
That's when you hear this beep, beep, beep,
That's
beep,
when
beep,
the
beep,
thing
beep, 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 beep.
resets.
By the way, Yuzo, what languages do you read? By the way.
Read? Well, I don't know any ones that I can't read. Common, Infernal, Giant, Draconic, Primordial, Celestial, and Sylvan.
So no deep speech.
Nope.
Okay. Then never mind. And then for Merrick with your locate object, yeah, you find the necklace.
Is it in a place that Mayor can just sort of take it off him?
Nope.
Where is it?
It's
Is it
inside
inside
him.
He is the necklace.
He fused himself with it. Awesome!
Merrick relays that information to Tala.
I mean, he's not called the Transmutation
Yuzo.
Principal
Yuzo.
for nothing.
Yeah, I should have expected something like that.
And
You
now
bullshit
you've
like-
transmuted. Does your evil know no bouncer?
You pull shit like this and you get all defensive when I mention mages with god complexes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie at this point, Commander. I don't think he really has a leg to stand on when it comes to
Question.
argument.
Yes.
This is for Yuza. Can I get one more?
Yeah.
During this conversation?
20?
Depends. Did I have to use my action for the investigation?
No.
Then I would have cast Telepathic Bond.
Okay, telepathic bond is active then.
Okay, everyone can now speak telepathically with each other, including this asshole.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I want to just make sure I'm being fair here. Does it have to be a willing creature? Telepathic Bond. 8 willing creatures, yep.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it would not work on him.
Okay, then...
Be willing. Intimidation check. Okay.
Okay, then, yeah,
I'd like to check
In order to
something.
Yeah.
Go on without me.
Okay, so yeah, I just said, okay, we can't talk to him. I was wrong. We can't speak to him unless we, allow him speech.
Okay. In that case, Tala would like to grapple him and hold her blade on him, just in case. Whenever we remove all the gag and the whole person.
Okay.
Merrick is going to have his sword at his throat and his thumb on the edge of his blade, so at a moment's notice he can just push his thumb into the edge and invoke one of his rights.
You're
So-
waiting for the reset, aren't you?
Yusa just thinks to herself, "This man can teleport. These are useless."
Fair enough.
But
Makes
no,
me
she
feel bad.
thinks that, but she's letting you guys get.
Well,
out your
didn't you
professionals.
cast telepathic bond? So technically,
No, Yusa would not have had it not worked on him. I imagine I would have
That's
known the
drawing.
criteria of my own spell. If you
I
want to
know.
rule
You
that
guys go
otherwise,
on
that's
without
fine.
me.
No, I was
I'm
just fucking
going through
about.
my spell list.
Okay.
it's your character. You dictate what happens. I just facilitate
no.
rules.
Yeah, I mean, you do it. You enforce me if I fuck up.
So yeah, y'all are prepped. What next?
I'm just sending you something.
Okay. So Red, you're just looking over something, or?
Yeah, I'm just sending you something.
Oh, okay.
I was tempted to try and blind him.
Although,
but
what I
don't
can
want to
do-
kill him.
What I can do. Sending.
True.
Um,
I will
Alright.
give it one shot.
Thank you for the message.
can Tala try using Zone of Truth all around her and this guy just in case? I don't know what good it will do, but you know.
Thank you for that. By the way, Gallus.
Thank you.
He was very willing to share information before.
Come on, let's work together, stop them all.
I'll give you your legs back.
Yeah, I will sending. I will use sending one time.
We are willing to look past the fact that you failed to kill us, so long as we can stop them all.
As you prepare to cast Sending, he breaks free of your hold person.
Okay, how about a 3?
Welcome.
Does that make it?
Huh?
How about if you rolled a 3?
And he's held personed again.
Seeing this, Merrick's going to instead of holding his sword, Merrick's going to have an action ready to cast his own hold person just in case.
I'm going to be ready for a stunning strike.
Okay, he's still held personed. You cast Sending.
My question is very simple. Do you have an idea who I am?
And this is just between you and him.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone else sees my mouth move, but they don't. Actually, no. I have to say the components out loud, so they hear that question.
Can he technically respond? Because if he has to say the thing out loud, like sending wise, then he wouldn't be able to respond telepathically, correct?
I don't know. Some people rule it that they can respond telepathically. Some can't, because technically you can cast this on creatures that can't speak.
Then I would say that it requires a verbal component from you to cast, but your sending is not you speaking the message. You can think the message. I'll give you that. So that way you could say it just to him, and he can say it back just to you.
Okay. Write that in my notes.
He responds with, I do not know who you are. I am aware of what you are, though.
She just sort of smirks at that. All right then, let's have a talk.
Is that another sending spell?
No,
Okay.
I said that out loud.
Okay. What do you do?
Okay. So everyone's ready?
Ready for what?
I said we're ready to talk.
Oh,
I'm willing to talk things out.
I'm still gonna put Zone of Truth around him just in case. I don't know if that.
oh wait, Gaz has not been participating in the mind. If any of you have been trying to talk to him, it's just white noise.
It literally just sounds like the fucking dial-up internet tone.
Telepathic
Yeah.
bond did not go because he has to be willing. So there's no point.
Okay.
You can have it ready if you launch an attack.
What I was gonna say, I was gonna cast Zone of Truth either way. Just
Yeah, no, like I got you.
And the other
Gaz,
thing was, yeah.
Gaz is preparing a attack for a stunning strike. If he's
I'm just
Guess
gonna safely
the-
assume that all of our 3 melee people are preparing to just fuck this guy's day. Let's.
Yeah.
I'm actually just going to cast Bane on him. So he has to make a charisma save.
Okay, so he's baned. He's Zone of Truth.
No, he has to make a save against me, or he is baned. Charisma save 16.
I didn't want to roll because I've been rolling dog shit, and I'm reinforcing a thing. Let's just.
Understood.
5.
He's just leaning into
by
it at
the
this
way.
point. Yeah, Walker's just tired of being disappointed.
Yeah, can we just
I get that feeling, dude.
move on to
That-
the point where you kill my bad guy, and we just.
That was the twins at the start of this game.
Okay, so yeah, I pull the gag out of his mouth, and I drop the whole person.
He relaxes, almost immediately.
So, allow me to introduce myself. I am the Divination Principal. You claim you know what I am, but not who I am. So tell me, what am I?
He had told me that he had met someone who had emerged from Intivar's tower. I had assumed that when he said someone, it meant that a person long lost had achieved principalhood. But no, it would seem this is not the case. And as for what you are, would be bold to assume you a personage. You are a thing. You were created. You were designed with a purpose in mind, but clearly that is not in effect, whether that be to Intivar's own failings or just the ignorance of we the assistants.
So I wasn't a mistake.
You were an
I was in-
intention.
Then who did I just looked towards my body. Who did this belong to?
What body?
My own.
Oh. It is yours.
Right, but when I woke up I saw one of the people in the picture also looked like me.
Looked like, but was it identical?
Fairly certain I said it was.
I remember in the backstory you saying that it looked similar to.
Right, there was a male one and a female one that looked just like me. I could have sworn.
That is correct.
Okay. Okay then. So, do you have any idea what happened to my creator?
I have a suspicion, but not an idea.
Then what is your thesis?
Well, as I am one of your creators, I know what has happened to me. What happened with Camilla is that she is currently working alongside a absolutely detestable stain of a human being known as James Blackhand. As for Intivar and Galleon, Galleon, I assume, is dead. But I don't have proof. No one brought me a body or a head. And as for Intivar, well, you of all people are well aware that killing a necromancer is not as easy as one thinks. Assuming that she is still alive, then she is either busy amassing foes to destroy those who killed her, or she is imprisoned by those who thought a few steps ahead. I can't say for certain.
So, tell me, as I assume you have at least some semblance of pride in your ability, in your smarts. How does it feel losing to the thing you created?
He seems to pause and think for a moment, and he goes, well, I will say there's a certain amount of pride that can be felt in a creation surpassing its creator, much like a parent watching a child succeed where they have failed. But if you are assuming that you have won, then I am disappointed in your lack of forethought. Although I will admit your ability is not lacking, you haven't succeeded.
Neither will you.
I'm not talking about this. This looks around. Time loop. I'm speaking merely of the combat we just encountered in.
And I have stated my thoughts on it. I am proud of you. But winning a battle is not winning a war.
I understand that.
Well, then
And killing...
then perhaps you have capacity for growth. Interesting.
I have grown a lot over the past 6 years.
He kind of smiles at that. It very much is a smile of this is the pride a parent has in their child.
Yeah. So
Granted,
tell
it's
me,
twisted, but
yeah. If I'm not carrying out what I was supposed to be doing, what was I programmed to do?
you were designed to be the idea, the next stage of Necklace, the next stage of Principal evolution. A body capable of housing hundreds of thousands of souls.
Out of character, I'm a fucking walking philosopher's stone.
That was the intention. You don't know if that is success.
Yeah.
Although, from what you just learned about Kilcius, you can safely assume that if he hasn't already succeeded, he's very close.
Yeah.
I just trying to use a. So this make him good guy or bad guy?
I mean, you tell me. He has currently infused himself with the souls of millions of innocents.
Probably bad then.
Actively, I'm sure, using their life force.
Oh, fantastic.
As I have no idea what the hell he did to you.
I feel less guilty about cutting his legs off.
Kilcius feels Merrick's steel on his shoulder, blade pointing towards his neck. Just letting him know that things are drawing to a close.
He doesn't flinch.
Of course
Out
he
of character,
does.
I have a question.
Sure.
Have we established if he's going to be conscious of the loops and be aware of everything that just happened?
He seems to.
He seems to be, yes.
Okay.
In fact, I'm pretty sure he said he made the the rune that lets all of us.
Okay,
be
I
the
guess
same.
I was wondering. I was trying to verify something.
He
I
said
have a
that he
question.
said that he had crafted it with help, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I still have a few questions.
Likewise.
I am...
Oh, I have endless questions, but
It's-
we have limited time.
I know, that's why. Are you sure we cannot convince you to work with us?
It's not about convincing. I offered you the terms of which I would work with you. I requested you leave, and you declined and made it adamant that you were going to stand in my way.
And are
asked
you
to
adamant?
reconsider, and you did not.
Shut the fuck up. I'm asking you, are you sure that your method is the only method? Have you You said that the primordials it would take a great deal of powerful mortals to work with them to stop them all, and that you could not convince them. I can guarantee you, you are looking at a group that can.
Persuasion check, please.
Okay. Ooh, any guidance?
I think you get something from my auras. Give me a sec. He's breaking.
Merrick isn't got anything Gallus right now. He's too focused.
Okay.
Give me one sec.
Persuasion. Why don't I have? Oh, I don't have the best charisma. That's 21.
Damn.
Yeah, I got lucky and rolled a 19, but I'm not positive about anything I've rolled tonight.
is there any aura that you think that they would benefit from?
No, I'm thinking of a different paladin character.
No, wait, no, it's a 21. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say your charisma bonus is +2.
No, mine's a +3. I rolled a 19. Oh wait, no, that.
Yeah, then that would be 22,
yeah.
not 21.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes,
Makes a whole world of difference.
thank you.
He doesn't seem won over by your statement, but he seems to contemplate what you've said. And he looks at you and he goes, "And what should believe me? What should engender me to believe what you have said? What?"
Because like you, I've done my research on this group. I know that at least half of them here have met already with some of those primordials. I know that they even have the favor of a few of them.
The principals have always been isolated from each other. Out of, well, fear of what I have been doing over the past 6 years.
He chuckles at that.
But over that time, your creation has surpassed you. Imagine the leeway I could make if I had an assistant.
Merrick Gilda, Rando Doslin, and Rando Mishram and Travis Doslin. I believe that those three hold strong potential to stopping them all. It's why I want to capture Trapid alive.
His chuckle from Yuza's comment turns into like a snort laugh the second you bring up Trapid's name.
I just kind of gently slap him on the cheek like, "You are being very rude again."
Why do you laugh at Trapid's name?
Perhaps if I was assured that your goal was to bed the primordials, I would entrust the fate of the world and the realms beyond to Trapit Dosselin.
Might I make my question now?
Well, maybe he'll give him a venereal disease.
That would be one way to destroy the warlord.
So, for my question,
Yes, of course, leader of the Silver Dawn Inquisition.
I'm sure you heard a lot about me, about my mercy.
Your reputation for it, yes. I assume that in this instance you are availed of the idea that mercy will not prevail in this instance.
Funny thing about this, with the reset, I'm allowed to put that away for just this once. So, I hope you, one who is smarter and so much more cunning than the primordials, will consider him, who, after politely told no, but I would still not kill you out of respect, because we have the same goal. And yet you kill one of my teammates. I hope you'll consider, and this is the key word here, the consequences of your actions. And his head's on the floor now.
And you're back at the front gate.
Wait a minute.
So that's the fucking trigger.
Thanks for that, asshole.
Well, now we know the trigger.
Yes, and we will never catch him again.
Merrick starts
Oh.
walking.
We'll catch him. We'll catch him.
Alright, I'm going to the church this time again. Let's see what happens this time.
We will never catch that man.
We'll catch him.
No, we won't.
We will.
No,
I
we
am
won't.
going to drown him in the lake.
As someone who thinks very much similar to the way he thinks, we will not.
I will
Well-
find him, and he will die 7,000 deaths.
I'm fairly certain killing him would do nothing.
Yeah.
Well, look at this way, Yuza.
It'll
He's
make
trapped in
me-
here with us as well.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's gonna run out of hiding spots.
This literally cannot end unless he. What's he going to do? He can escape, but then he fails his mission.
So
It's
Rando's just like here with all of you. He's like, so I take it the gazebo didn't go well.
Like, okay, there's a Githyanki. If you kill him, we reset. Capture him alive, but also watch out. He's a god or something.
So
We're on
just
the
like
hunt.
any Gith Yankee. Or...
Oh, he's also Yuza's dad, kinda.
What
Eric.
the fuck did I miss?
That's gonna be Zach's reaction.
Merrick, had you given me 10 more seconds, I could have probably gotten the pendant out of him.
Well, you didn't really say that. You said you're done talking.
No, I didn't. I never said I was done talking.
No,
I thought Vex
yeah,
said he was
user
still
didn't. No, Merrick's angle got the best of him, and he jumped the gun.
I thought
Because-
I thought Vex
yeah.
said he was doing questions.
No, full on. Merrick was fucking done with his mercy being taken advantage of over and over and over again, trying to be cordial. And this fucking bastard just goes ahead and goes, "You were kind of rude," and just like throws himself on the floor like a tangerine child. So Merrick was just done with his bullshits.
And just so we don't get too far ahead of Zach, this is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. As always, I have been WalkManiac, but the real stars of the show are my ever-present role players. Nick's one, who I guess is no longer ever-present. We'll just have to switch him to present next time he comes in.
He's been demoted.
The Hawk of Ridge playing Talasoon.
Yay.
Storm Stage 13 playing Merrick Yoder.
I killed a man, and I'm going to do it again.
Red Beast 13 playing Gallus Morgulus.
I helped.
I'm here.
And Vexitol 24 playing Yuza Peric.
So many repercussions are about to come.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, everybody, and I hope you have a great evening. Good night.